She walked through those church doors at exactly 7:47 p.m. wearing head-to-toe white. White dress, white heels, white hat, white gloves, not a single color anywhere. And she was pregnant, very pregnant, maybe 7 months. Her belly was impossible to miss, impossible to ignore. She walked down the center aisle of Victorious Faith Church during the peak of Friday night revival service, right in the middle of altar call, right when 300 people were on their knees crying out to God, right when my husband, Pastor Isaiah, was on the platform calling people to surrender, to confess, to be free. She walked straight to the front, stood in the center aisle, looked directly at Isaiah, and said 5 words that would shatter my entire world. Tell her everything. I knew immediately, instantly, without question. That baby was his, that woman was his, that white outfit was a message, a declaration, a claim. And my marriage, my ministry, my entire life was about to explode in front of 300 witnesses. Let me back up. Let me tell you how we got here. How a prayer partner in white destroyed everything. How a revival meant to bring life brought death. How the worst night of my existence became the best thing that ever happened to me. My name is Valencia Hartley. I'm 34 years old, African American, born and raised in Birmingham. I've been the First Lady of Victorious Faith Church for 7 years. My husband Isaiah was the senior pastor, young pastor, dynamic, anointed. Started the church when he was 26 with 15 people in a storefront. 7 years later, we have 800 members. Beautiful building, multiple services, growing ministry, influential, respected, successful. Everyone wanted to know our secret. How did you grow so fast? How did you build so quickly? How did God bless you so abundantly? The secret was prayer. Isaiah prayed constantly. 3 hours minimum every morning, starting at 4 a.m. Every single day for 7 years. He credited everything to prayer, every breakthrough, every blessing, every miracle. Prayer was our foundation, our power, our secret weapon. And everyone knew it. Isaiah was known as a man of prayer, a prayer warrior, someone who really sought God, really heard from God, really moved in power because of intimacy with God. 2 years ago, October 2021, Isaiah told me God had spoken to him, told him he needed a prayer partner, someone to pray with him, to agree with him, to stand with him in intercession. The ministry was growing. The warfare was intensifying. He needed covering, needed backup, needed someone who could pray at his level, with his intensity, with his commitment. I asked if I could be that partner. I wanted to pray with my husband, wanted that intimacy, wanted that spiritual connection. But Isaiah said no. Said God specifically showed him it needed to be someone else. Someone outside our marriage. Someone who could be objective, who could hear God without bias, without agenda, without emotional involvement. He said it wasn't about me not being spiritual enough. It was about God's specific strategy, God's specific assignment, God's specific will. I accepted it, believed him, trusted God. If God said he needed a different prayer partner, then that's what God said. I submitted, supported, released him to obey God however God was leading. 3 weeks later, Isaiah introduced me to Gabrielle Morrison, 28 years old, new member at Victorious Faith, recently moved to Birmingham from Atlanta, single, no kids, working as a nurse, loved to pray, had powerful prayer life, testimony of God delivering her from depression through prayer. She was beautiful. I noticed that immediately. Light skin, long natural hair, fit, stylish, young, everything I wasn't anymore. I was 32 then, 2 kids, 10 pounds heavier than my wedding day. Tired, stretched thin between ministry and motherhood. Not ugly, just normal, regular, real, not stunning, not head-turning, just normal. But I pushed the thought away, told myself I was being insecure, being jealous, being carnal. This was about prayer, about ministry, about God's purposes, not about looks, not about attraction, not about anything inappropriate. Isaiah was my husband, a man of God, a pastor. He couldn't. This was ministry, pure ministry, holy ministry, nothing else. Isaiah and Gabrielle started praying together. Tuesday and Thursday mornings, 4 a.m., at the church, 2 hours, just the two of them, interceding, warring, seeking God, covering the ministry. Isaiah would come home energized, encouraged, talking about what God showed them, what they prayed through, what breakthroughs happened. He seemed closer to God than ever, more anointed, more powerful, more effective. The church kept growing. More salvations, more baptisms, more testimonies. Prayer was working. Their partnership was working. God was using them. I was happy, genuinely happy. My husband was thriving spiritually. The ministry was flourishing. People were being saved. What more could I want? What more could I ask for? But looking back now, I see what I missed. The signs, the red flags, the evidence hiding in plain sight. Isaiah stopped praying with me. Completely. Said he was prayed out after his morning sessions, needed to rest his spirit, needed to focus on sermon prep, on leadership, on administration. He had given his best to God in prayer. Everything else got what was left, including me. Isaiah stopped being intimate with me. Not just sexually, though that died too, but emotionally, spiritually, conversationally. He was present but absent. There, but not there. Going through motions, but not connecting. I tried talking to him. Tried asking what was wrong. He said nothing. Said I was imagining things. Said he was just busy, just focused, just carrying the weight of ministry. I was being too sensitive, too needy, too demanding. I believed him. Backed off. Gave him space. Tried to be the supportive wife. The uncomplaining First Lady. The woman behind the man of God. Meanwhile, he and Gabrielle grew closer. I saw it. Everyone saw it. The way they talked after service. The way they laughed together. The way they seemed to have private jokes. Private understanding. Private connection. People started whispering, asking questions, wondering if something was going on. I defended them. Defended him. Defended the prayer partnership. Told everyone to stop being carnal. Stop seeing sin where there was only ministry. Stop judging what they didn't understand. I was his biggest defender, his most loyal supporter, his most committed protector. I was also his biggest fool. October 2023. 2 years after the prayer partnership started, Victorious Faith was hosting annual revival. 5 nights, Monday through Friday. Guest evangelist Dr. Marcus Brown, powerful preacher, known for moving in signs and wonders, known for altar calls that brought hundreds to Christ, known for revival services that transformed cities. We'd been planning for months, advertising, preparing, expecting. This was going to be our biggest outreach, our greatest harvest, our most significant spiritual event. Monday night, revival started, 500 people. Incredible worship, powerful preaching. Altar call brought 50 people forward. Salvations, deliverances, healings. It was everything we prayed for, everything we expected. God was moving. I noticed Gabrielle wasn't there. Strange. She never missed service, never missed anything. She was one of our most faithful members, most committed volunteers, most consistent servants. Where was she? I asked Isaiah. He said she wasn't feeling well. Had texted him earlier, asked him to pray for her, said she'd be back soon. I accepted it, didn't think much of it. People get sick, people miss services, it happens. Tuesday night, revival night 2, 600 people, even more powerful than Monday. More salvations, more testimonies, more breakthrough. The anointing was increasing, the atmosphere was building. Something significant was happening. But again, Gabrielle wasn't there. I asked Isaiah again. He seemed irritated. Said she was still sick. Said to stop worrying about it. Said to focus on what God was doing. I did. I focused. I worshiped. I served. I tried to be present. But something felt wrong. very wrong. I couldn't explain it, couldn't articulate it, just felt it, deep in my spirit. Something was off. Something was coming. Something was about to break. Wednesday night. Revival night 3. 700 people. Sanctuary completely full. Overflow rooms activated. This was unprecedented. Dr. Brown preached on the God who sees, about Hagar, about being seen by God even when everyone else overlooks you, about God caring for the overlooked, the forgotten, the invisible. It was powerful, devastating, beautiful. Altar call brought 80 people forward, including me. I went forward. I needed to be seen, by God, by my husband, by someone, because I felt invisible, forgotten, overlooked. I cried at that altar, ugly cried, soul cried, didn't even know why, just knew I was breaking, and I needed God to see me, to help me, to save me. Isaiah prayed for me, briefly, quickly, mechanically, then moved to others, spending more time, more energy, more attention, on strangers, on visitors, on everyone except me. I felt it, the dismissal, the distance, the death. Something in our marriage was dying, and I didn't know how to stop it, didn't know how to fix it, didn't even know what was wrong. Thursday night, Revival night 4. I woke up that morning with dread, heavy dread, couldn't shake it, couldn't explain it. Just knew something was coming, something terrible. I prayed all day, asking God to protect us, to cover us, to shield us from whatever was coming, whatever the enemy was planning, whatever attack was imminent. That night, 750 people showed up, standing room only. Energy was electric, expectancy was high. Everyone was anticipating, believing, receiving. Dr. Brown preached on when God exposes, about how God sometimes allows hidden things to come to light, not to destroy, but to deliver, not to shame, but to free, about how exposure is often mercy, often grace, often God's love forcing what we won't face voluntarily. The sermon felt personal, felt directed, felt like God was speaking directly to me, preparing me, warning me, equipping me for what I didn't know, but something big, something coming. Altar call started. Dr. Brown invited anyone who needed to confess something, anyone carrying secrets, anyone living double, anyone hiding, to come forward, to bring it to light, to be free. 50 people responded, came forward, weeping, confessing, surrendering. It was powerful, holy, transformative. That's when she walked in. 7:47 p.m., middle of altar call. The sanctuary doors at the back opened, every head turned, because you could feel her entrance, feel her presence, feel the shift in atmosphere. And there she was, Gabrielle Morrison, wearing all white, head to toe, white dress fitted around her very pregnant belly, white heels, white hat, white gloves. She looked like a bride, or a statement, or both. She walked down the center aisle, slowly, deliberately, powerfully, everyone watching, everyone silent. The worship team stopped playing. Dr. Brown stopped praying. Isaiah stopped moving. Everyone just stopped and watched. Watched her walk. Watched her belly. Watched her white outfit. Watched her face, determined, resolved, on a mission. She reached the front, stood center aisle, facing the platform, facing Isaiah, facing me, facing 750 witnesses, and spoke. Her voice was strong, clear, amplified by the silence, by the shock, by the horror of what everyone was realizing. Pastor Isaiah, we need to talk, here, now, in front of everyone, because I'm tired of hiding, tired of being your secret, tired of carrying your child while you pretend to be faithful to your wife. You wanted me to have an abortion. You wanted me to disappear. You wanted me to protect your image, your ministry, your reputation. But I won't. Not anymore. Not for one more second. So tell her, tell Valencia, tell this church, tell everyone. Tell them about us, about our 2 years, about this baby, about everything. Tell them now, or I will. The room exploded, gasps, screams, crying, yelling, chaos, complete chaos. I felt my knees buckle, felt the world tilt, felt everything inside me shatter. 2 years, baby, abortion, all while praying, all while calling her his prayer partner, all while I defended them, all while I protected them, all lies, all betrayal, all destruction. Isaiah stood frozen, pale, terrified, caught, exposed, destroyed. Dr. Brown stepped forward. Brother Isaiah, is this true? All of it? Isaiah looked at me, then at Gabrielle, then at the 750 people watching, and nodded, barely, slightly, but definitively. Yes, it's true. All of it. I screamed, actually screamed. Loud, guttural, from the depths of my soul. Then I ran, off the platform, down the aisle, past Gabrielle, past everyone, out the doors, into the parking lot, kept running until I couldn't breathe, until I collapsed, until I just broke, completely, totally, irreparably. My best friend Monique found me, held me, let me cry, let me rage, let me break. Didn't say anything, just held me, just stayed, just was. And I needed that, needed someone, needed presence, needed witness to my pain. After 20 minutes, we went back inside, through a side door, avoiding everyone. I needed my kids, needed to get them, needed to go home, needed to escape. But when I entered the church office hallway, I heard voices, loud voices, arguing, coming from Isaiah's office. I stopped, listened, recognized Isaiah's voice, and Gabrielle's, and someone else, another woman. Younger voice, also angry, also yelling. I pushed the door open. Isaiah, Gabrielle in white, and a young woman I'd never seen. Early 20s, also pregnant, also very pregnant, maybe 6 months. She turned when I entered, looked at me with tears streaming. "You're Valencia?" She nodded. "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't know about you, didn't know about her, didn't know about any of it until tonight. I'm Sierra, I'm 22. I've been seeing Isaiah for a year, and I'm pregnant too, with his baby, due in March. I thought I was the only one, thought we were in love, thought he was leaving his wife. But then she showed up. She pointed at Gabrielle, in that white dress, making her grand entrance, and I realized I'm not the only one. We're both the other woman. Both lied to, both used, both destroyed. Time stopped. 2 women, both pregnant, both his, both lied to, both destroyed. Gabrielle thought she was the only affair, thought her baby made her special, made her chosen, made her the one he'd leave me for. Sierra thought the same, both wrong, both deceived, both just victims. Different kind of victims than me, but victims, all of us, all 3 of us, destroyed by the same man, the same pastor, the same liar. I looked at Isaiah, this man I'd been married to for 12 years, this man I'd built ministry with, this man I'd trusted, defended, believed, and I felt nothing, no love, no anger, no pain, just emptiness, complete emptiness. He'd killed everything, every feeling, every connection, every bond, with his lies, his betrayal, his absolute depravity. I spoke. My voice was dead, flat, cold. 2 women, both pregnant, both your babies, both affairs, both ongoing, while you preached, while you led worship, while you prayed, while you counseled marriages, while you called yourself man of God. 2 women, 2 babies, 2 lives, 3 lives if you count me, all destroyed, all betrayed, all devastated, by you. For what? For sex? For ego? For power? For what? Isaiah broke down, fell to his knees, started begging. "Valencia, please, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It's a sickness, an addiction. I need help, I need counseling, I need deliverance. Please, please forgive me, please don't leave, Please, no. I said it quietly, calmly, finally, no. I'm done, completely done. You don't get to beg, don't get to cry, don't get to ask for anything. You get consequences, you get exposure, you get exactly what you created. 2 pregnant women, 2 babies you'll have to support, and 1 ex-wife. Because we're done. Finished. Over. Forever. I walked out. Took my kids from children's church, drove home, packed suitcases, took my children to my mother's house, filed for divorce Monday morning. Didn't wait, didn't hesitate, didn't pray, didn't seek counsel. Just filed. Aggressive. Comprehensive. Final. The church imploded. The scandal hit social media immediately. Videos, photos, Gabrielle in white, pregnant, confronting Isaiah. It went viral. Regional news picked it up. Megachurch pastor exposed, during revival, 2 pregnant mistresses. Devastating, humiliating, complete destruction of everything we'd built. Isaiah resigned Sunday. Had to. The board demanded it. The congregation demanded it. I demanded it. He was finished, disqualified, destroyed. Both women filed paternity suits. Both babies were his. DNA confirmed. He had to support both. Both babies, both women, and me through alimony. His entire income, gone, supporting the wreckage he created. But here's the twist. Here's the reviravolta. The shocking turn nobody saw coming. 3 months after the exposure, January 2024, Gabrielle called me, asked to meet, said she needed to talk, needed to apologize, needed to tell me something. I almost said no, almost refused, but something made me say yes, made me go, made me listen. We met at a coffee shop. She was 9 months pregnant, ready to deliver any day. She looked broken, humbled, destroyed, not the confident woman in white, just broken. She spoke first. Valencia, I need you to know something. Something I didn't know until after that night. Until after everything exploded. Isaiah didn't just lie to you. He lied to me too. He told me you couldn't have more children, that you and he had grown apart, that you were staying together for ministry, for image, for the church, but that your marriage was dead, that he was going to leave, that we were going to be together, that we were building a future. I believed him, believed every word, for 2 years. And I'm so sorry, so incredibly sorry. I participated in destroying your marriage, your life, your family, and I'm sorry. She paused, wiped tears, continued. But that's not why I called you here. I called you here because I need to tell you something else. Something that changed everything for me. 2 weeks ago, I gave my life to Christ. Really gave it. Not the fake Christianity I was doing before, but really surrendered. And the Holy Spirit showed me something. Showed me that Isaiah didn't just destroy you and me and Sierra. He destroyed himself, his calling, his anointing, his future, everything, for nothing, for temporary pleasure, for ego, for brokenness. And God wanted me to tell you something, tell you that you're free, free from him, free from the ministry, free from the weight, free from the performance, free to be you, the real you, the whole you, the woman God created, not the First Lady, not the pastor's wife, just Valencia, God's daughter, God's beloved, God's chosen. You're free. I started crying. Didn't expect to, didn't want to. But her words hit something deep. Something I didn't know was still hurting, still broken, still needing to hear. I was free, really free. Free from image, from expectations, from performance, from being someone I never chose to be. Free to just be me, be real, be whole, be free. Gabrielle and I didn't become friends. That bridge was too burned, too broken. But we made peace, real peace. She had her baby, a boy, named him Emmanuel, God with us. She moved to another city, started over, fresh, clean, away from everything. Sierra had her baby too, a girl, named her Grace. She also moved, also started over, also building new life. Both women, both babies, both healing, both moving forward. Me, I rebuilt, completely rebuilt. Left victorious faith, couldn't stay, too many memories, too much pain, too much performance. Found a small church, anonymous, unknown, just member, just worshiper, just Valencia, no title, no platform, no expectations, just me. And it was beautiful, freeing, healing. I went back to school, got my master's in counseling, started specializing in pastoral abuse, in ministry betrayal, in helping women heal from spiritual trauma caused by leaders, started private practice, Victorious Life Counseling, named after not the church, but the life, the real life, the free life, the victorious life that comes after devastation, after betrayal, after everything burns down, and you rebuild from ashes into something real, something beautiful, something yours. 2 years later, November 2025, I'm 36. Divorced, single mother of 2, therapist, counselor, healer, living in my own home, building my own life, on my own terms. And I'm happy. Actually happy, not performing happy, not pretending happy. Really, genuinely, authentically happy. Free, whole, real, me. During our church revival, his prayer partner showed up wearing all white, pregnant, angry, ready to expose, and she destroyed everything. My marriage, my ministry, my identity, my life as I knew it. But she also freed me from lies, from performance, from being half alive, from dying slowly while pretending to thrive. She forced truth, forced exposure, forced me to face what I'd been avoiding. And in forcing truth, in exposing lies, in destroying everything, she saved me, gave me the push I needed, the freedom I craved, the life I deserved, real life, whole life, victorious life. Thank you, Gabrielle, for wearing white, for being bold, for forcing truth, for exposing him, for freeing me, for giving me my life back. I didn't see it then, couldn't see it then, but I see it now. You gave me a gift, the gift of truth, the gift of freedom, the gift of me. And for that, I'm grateful, truly, deeply, completely grateful. One question, one honest answer. If you were me, sitting in that sanctuary watching his pregnant prayer partner walk in wearing all white, would you have run like I did? Or confronted her right there on the platform? Comment, run or confront. Second question, Gabrielle exposed him publicly during revival. Was that mercy or cruelty? Did she free me or just destroy everything for revenge? Truth is, sometimes the person who destroys your life is actually the person who saves it. Sometimes devastation is deliverance. Sometimes exposure is mercy. And sometimes the woman in white is an angel. Not the kind you expect, but the kind you need. What do you need today? Permission to run? Or courage to confront? Comment below. Let's talk.